In the day's other news, a new tropical storm Fernand has formed in the Gulf of Mexico. It has sustained winds of 40 miles an hour and is moving toward northeastern Mexico. Forecasters expect it to strengthen before making landfall. Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced this evening he will call for a new general election over Brexit. That came after he lost a crucial showdown vote to opponents of leaving the European Union without a formal deal. He also lost his working majority in Parliament. Earlier, the opposition Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn lashed out at Johnson's ideas in the House of Commons.
He isn't winning friends in Europe. He's losing friends at home. His is a government with no mandate, no morals, and as of today, no majority. The attack on our democracy in order to force through a disastrous no-deal Brexit is unprecedented, anti-democratic, and unconstitutional.
In all, Johnson's own ruling Conservatives voted against him today. He will still need a two-thirds majority in Parliament to set that early election. The current deadline for Britain to leave the EU is October 31st. It now appears the gunman who killed 7 people around Odessa, Texas on Saturday bought his assault-style weapon in a private sale. News accounts today say that allowed him to avoid a federal background check, which had blocked him once already, reportedly for mental health reasons. Meanwhile, Walmart announced that it will stop selling ammunition for military-style weapons and handguns. We'll return to the Texas shootings later in the program. Officials in Southern California now say 34 people are presumed dead after a dive boat burned and sank on Monday. The Coast Guard called off the search for survivors today. Divers have recovered 20 bodies, and they kept looking for 14 others. The sheriff said all the victims were trapped below deck.
That does appear to be exactly what happened, that there was a stairwell to get down the main entryway up and down, and there was an escape hatch. And it would appear as though both of those were blocked by fire.
5 of the 6 crew members aboard survived by jumping into the water when the flames started. There is still no word on what started the fire. In Afghanistan, the death toll rose to at least 16, with 119 wounded after a Taliban suicide bombing in Kabul on Monday. Rescue workers searched today amid wreckage and burned-out vehicles. The blast targeted the city's Green Village, where international aid groups are located. The Taliban said that it carried out the attack to show strength as peace talks with the U.S. reach an apparent climax. We'll have a detailed report from Kabul later in the program. United Nations investigators say the U.S., Britain, and France may be complicit in war crimes in Yemen. A UN report today found that the 3 nations are enabling a Saudi military coalition to kill civilians by airstrikes and starvation. The investigators also faulted Shiite rebels aligned with Iran for shelling cities and using child soldiers. Back in this country, a panel of North Carolina judges rejected state legislative district maps. The ruling said that majority Republicans drew lines to elect a maximum number of GOP candidates and violated the rights of Democrats. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in June that federal courts have no say in political gerrymandering cases. Today's state court ruling is expected to be appealed. And Wall Street started the week with a sell-off. It began after factory activity dropped for the first time in 3 years. And the latest U.S. and Chinese tariffs took hold on Sunday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 285 points to close at 26,118. The Nasdaq fell 88 points, and the S&P 500 slipped 20. Still to come on the NewsHour, we discuss Hurricane Dorian and immigration with the acting Secretary of Homeland Security. A deadly bombing in Afghanistan's capital complicates plans for the withdrawal of U.S. troops. The latest mass shooting in the U.S. prompts renewed calls to reduce gun violence. Plus, we go inside a new exhibition of the work of artist and designer Alexander Girard.